Today, I'd like to share 3 valuable lessons that I have learned from being the head of people in a technology startup environment. You can use these lessons in your own organization right now. This is your Tuesday Talent Takedown in 60 seconds from the HR Globalist. Startup environments can be quite exciting, and when they're scaled correctly, can be incubators for great talent. So here are 3 things that I have learned from my own experience in a tech startup company that I think you can apply right now. The first is hire the right people. Your talent acquisition strategy really needs to be tied quite closely to your organizational strategy. If there's misalignment at all, it will show in higher compensation costs, slower production times, and a need to really micromanage the work. So take your talent acquisition strategy and let it build from your organizational strategy. The second is actively build your culture. You've got to give your leaders the freedom to make their own decisions. You will scale much faster if you restrain them and you create a lot of obstacles in the decision-making process. Then you're not going to move as fast as it's going to need in order to be responsive to the marketplace. You'll create an atmosphere that is much more creative and more innovative. So the key to great culture during scaling, I think, is to tear down all those boundaries, not build them up. The third lesson I learned is to be completely human-centered. Create a workplace where all ideas are on the table all the time. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. If you value resilience, then people are going to be more apt to put themselves out there, bring more ideas to the table, and be okay with failure as long as they're learning from that. You also need to realize that your products and services are going to be delivered by people, so put them first. The revenue will come later. I'll put a link to a slide deck where I elaborate on these 3 lessons learned and I give you a few more tips. So feel free to check that out. This is your Tuesday Talent Takedown in 60 seconds from the HR Globalist. I'm Christopher Hudson. I'll see you next time.